This is the 6-month update living in Thailand. I made a video a few months ago when I was 3 months in Thailand, and here I am, 6 months. I've learned a lot more about minimalism because before I came here, I was really fascinated with monks, how they lived, and how I could apply that to my life, because the hustle culture in America was really repelling me. Thankfully, I still have ambition, but it's not really for the pursuit of material things. And being a kind of a glorified backpacker here, it's really helped me figure out what I need in life and what I enjoy and what brings me that happiness. So lately I've been like clearing out a lot of my stuff, just like excessive technology that I thought I might need. Same with clothes. But when I clear stuff out, I might get a new quality item that I can replace it with that's a little more honed in. Example, like getting a MagSafe tripod instead of the tripod that I brought. And a lot of that's still unnecessary, but the stuff that makes me happy is really seeing what that threshold is for me of what I need to be happy. And you see that a lot in the Thai culture because these people work, all day, every day, whether it's a little market or a little shop that they set up, and it's just simple life. You don't see a lot of that in America, at least in the cities. So it's a good perspective to see that because it really enhances your gratitude for life. And it's more so about what you can bring to the world rather than what you can achieve or what you have. So that's been the biggest thing for me living here. Affordability is still top tier. I live in the northern part, so it's a really, really good price point for what you get here. I can get haircuts and massages here every week, and it would still be less than one haircut and one massage, in the United States. So really grateful to have that opportunity. As far as food, I still eat a lot of different things, so that's one of my biggest expenses, but it's also something that I really enjoy. I enjoy a nice dinner and scenery. So that's the kind of stuff that I do in life, is the experience. I'm heading to Bangkok this week. This is my first time going there, so it's super exciting. I've been living in northern Thailand, so it's a different dynamic here. It's cheaper, there's more nature, and overall more of a kind of a local rural vibe, which I love. Nature has been a lifesaver here for me. I did not even realize. I grew up pretty tech savvy, so I didn't have the hiking and the adventuring and the waterfalls in America. And when I came here, that's something that I really love spending my time doing. So I've been doing a lot of that. It's really good for the mental health. Recent goals, I've been really attempting to minimize screen time. I still love to create, but I just realized the constant consumption of other people's opinions and their lifestyles and perspectives on social media, it was cluttering my mind unnecessarily. So I'm working on gradually removing that, part of that minimalist dynamic. But I'm gonna make some videos as well talking about what I brought here and kind of how I live and structure my life. Because I'm not really a backpacker, but again, I like to see what that threshold is of what do I really need? Is it 1 fork, 2 forks, 3 forks, no forks, stuff like that. But if you've ever thought about it, take the leap. It doesn't have to be Thailand, but anything you've thought of doing in your life where there was any kind of risk involved or uncertainty, jump into that, lean into that. Because I've seen so many people spend most of their waking hours not enjoying existing, and then 40, 50 years old, they die. I've seen that many times, and you probably seen that too. Even younger people, who didn't even make it to 20 years old. So that's one of the biggest drivers in my life of why I do what I do, because of the finiteness. And of course you don't want to focus on that, but it's kind of a pillar. It's like, this is really a sandbox to where we just follow the soul's calling. Follow those intuitive nudges that you have. They come, and then you act on it. You jump on that opportunity. That's my biggest advice. But 6-month update, I've really enjoyed living here, and the culture it's truly otherworldly. And thankfully, it's a blessing and privilege to be able to exchange cultures with people like China, Thailand, Europe. It's really cool to see how similar we are, but still, even with the communication barrier with language, you still communicate with them on a different, simpler level, because you can't have, complex conversations. So it's just really makes you appreciate the simple stuff. But just wanted to make this little update video. Always exploring new content and new adventure, and much love to you. Take that jump. Let this be an inspiration to